Hello everybody, my name is Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy, and today we have great quotes of Ludwig von Mises. And this is in a series called Great Quotes of Great Economists, Famous Economists. First one, many who are self-taught far excel the doctors, masters and bachelors of the most renowned universities. All rational action is in the first place individual action. Only the individual things, only the individual reasons, only the individual acts. It's very powerful. Everyone carries a part of society on his shoulders. No one is relieved of his share of responsibility by others, and no one can find a safe way out for himself if society is sweeping towards destruction. Therefore, everyone in his own interest must thrust himself vigorously into the intellectual battle. None can stand aside with unconcern. The interest of everyone hangs on the result. Whether he chooses or not, every man is drawn into the great historical struggle, the decisive battle into which our epoch has plunged us. He who is unfit to serve his fellow citizens wants to rule them. If history could teach us anything, it would be that private property is inextricably linked with civilization. Once the principle is admitted that it is the duty of the government to protect the individual against his own foolishness, no serious objections can be advanced against further encroachments. This is very powerful. The Marxians' love of democratic institutions was a stratagem only, a pious fraud for the deception of the masses. Within a socialist community, there is no room left for freedom. Every socialist is a disguised dictator. The champions of socialism call themselves progressives, but they recommend a system which is characterized by rigid observance of routine and by a resistance to every kind of improvement. They call themselves liberals, but they're intent upon abolishing liberty. They call themselves democrats, but they yearn for dictatorship. They call themselves revolutionaries, but they want to make the government omnipotent. They promise the blessings of the Garden of Eden, but they plan to transform the world into a gigantic post office. Every man but one a subordinate clerk in a bureau. The worship of the state is the worship of force. There is no more dangerous menace to civilization than a government of incompetent, corrupt, or vile men. The worst evils which mankind ever had to endure were inflicted by bad governments. The state can be, and has often been in the course of history, the main source of mischief and disaster. And that completes the wonderful quotations of Ludwig von Mises.